Hello vinyl community, and thank you once again for tuning into Mike's Vinyl Experience. I appreciate you so very much for being with me here today. Today I have a short video. I'm doing a review of the Mobile Fidelity One Step 1978 first release of Van Halen's first album. I got this about, 7, 8, maybe 10 days ago, or before that, I'm not sure. We did a little unboxing a couple, 3 days ago, if you can recall that. But I thought today I would do a review and a short, very short comparison. The only album that I have to compare it to is my 1978 original pressing that I picked up back in the day. Listening to this the past few days for, several times, 7, 8 times maybe. I'll just cut to the chase and make this a short video. Mobile Fidelity did a great job with this. This has been remastered and pressed absolutely wonderfully. We always need to keep in mind that how this came about on the One Step is Mobile Fidelity. What they do is they take the EQ'd master tape of this album and then copy that to DSD-256. Then they take that and put that to their analog console and do their remastering, and then on to lathe, and then of course to pressing. So there's, they cut out a lot of steps there, but as we all know, it does have that digital DSD 256 step in there. Having said that and understanding that and realizing that and knowing this band so doggone well, as I indicated in the unboxing video, I've seen these guys in concert, I would say 15 to 20 times at least. My first time that I saw these guys in concert was either 1977 or 1978. I can't recall if this album had been released yet or not. But my first time seeing them was, I bought tickets to go see Black Sabbath, and Van Halen was the opening act to Black Sabbath. That was the only time that I had saw Black Sabbath. But to be honest with you, Van Halen was the better band on that night at that concert. And don't get me wrong, Black Sabbath, they're great. Ozzy Osbourne, love Ozzy. But Van Halen would put on the better show, and their music was phenomenal. They sounded great. They just put on a show. Of course, David Lee Roth, what can you say about him? He's a showman, first and foremost, got a great voice. Alex, the double bass drums, the drums sound so great. Eddie Van Halen, his guitar riffs, if he's not one of the top 10 best guitarist ever, I'd be shocked, and I realize that might be, arguably one of the best guitarists there is. And of course, Michael Anthony, the bassist. What an incredible group, 4 guys. They were incredible. Of course, they met there in Pasadena, California. Van Halen did, and they, David Lee Roth and Alex and Eddie were kind of formed a band on their own, and then later at a Battle of the Bands kind of got together with David Lee Roth, and they all came together and started practicing. And then it was a little later on that they discovered Michael Anthony and brought him into the mix, but started playing clubs and then got recognized by Warner Brothers, and well, there you go. That's kind of the story of Van Halen. But after seeing them so many times and getting to know their sound, and of course their concerts are nothing short of a show all in itself. You go for the music, you go because you like the music and love the music, but you go there because it's a show, and it's a show. You've got incredible musicians that care about their music, and David Lee Roth, what the showman that he is. But on this album, listening to it as many times as I have, I just can't express enough what a great job Mobile Fidelity has done with this in their remastering process. The quality of the sound on this is superb. Now keep in mind, I'm comparing this to my original 1978 album that I purchased back in the day. It's very, very clean. It's a super nice sounding album. The number on the album is, I don't know if you can see this or not. This is the original pressing. It is BSK 3075. And I'm trying to remember for sure, but I think this was a club edition. But I can't remember 100% for sure. Discogs doesn't say that, but I think I might have gotten that from a club back in the day, but I'm not sure. So, but I don't have the DCC version. I believe came out by Steve Hoffman in 2008 or 2009. I can't remember for sure, but I don't have that to compare it with. I've got 7, 8, maybe 9 DCC albums that Steve Hoffman had done back in the 2000s, and they all sound great. So I have no doubt that the DCC version of this would sound wonderful. How it sounds in comparison, I don't really know, but all I can tell you is that the balance that was struck by the mastering folks at Mobile Fidelity is first rate. On side C, Janie's Crying. The Alex's drum intro on that song is incredible. It beats the original by a bunch. The drums just have excellent weight to them. Mobile Fidelity's always been famous, in past, and maybe I should say this or maybe I shouldn't, but they've kind of been boost things up a little bit, in particular in the bottom end. Well, whether they did that or not, I don't know for sure, but the bottom end on this album sounds phenomenal. It is excellent, but properly balanced. I can't say that enough. With Eddie Van Halen, the way he plays guitar, he is just, in his riffs, he is playing guitar, high-pitched tones or notes that he's getting. Sometimes you can worry about pressings that they may be bright or too tinny. Not on this album. The balance is perfect. On my system, to my ears, it sounds phenomenal. It really sounds good. It's not over bright. It's just the proper balance. David Lee Roth's voice is just incredible. Running with the Devil, of course, the biggest song, the first big song on the album that became a hit, sounds incredibly wonderful. The song to go to, however, on this album to really, you just really just play this over and over, is Atomic Punk. That track is just incredible, and they've captured it here on the Mobile Fidelity One Step, in my mind, perfectly. It just sounds incredible. This is an album that you put on, and darn it, there's 4 sides to it because it's a double album. And you just play it through and through because it sounds so wonderful. But short comparison, I realize that it's all I've got is my original, the Mobile Fidelity One Step, bests it by a significant margin, in my opinion, and on my system and to my musical tastes. Is it worth $124? You know what? I'm going to get all of the Mobile Fidelity One Steps of the Van Halen albums. Is there 5 or 6 going up to 1984? That album, I'm going to get them all based on what I've heard from this first one. It sounds to me excellent. It's a great rendition of the album. And don't get me wrong, I've not heard the DCC, as it reiterated. I've not heard that version of the album. I'm sure it sounds wonderful. I hope there's folks out there that can maybe do a comparison. I'd love to hear what they have to say. Appreciate those type of things. And if you have it, please leave a comment in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you and tell me what you think of it, in particular in comparison. But to me, in my years, Mobile Fidelity did a super job on this One Step. I think it sounds great. I absolutely love it. Please leave your comments in the comments section below. Let me know what you think. If you like what you see, please go ahead and subscribe. My next video that I'll be doing here just in the next couple of days, and I've been struggling with this next video. I want to do to me, the best vinyl, the best releases of 2023 that I have purchased this year. But I'm having a struggle with it. I wanted to do just one video, but I've got so many rock, pop, folk type albums, and then jazz, that I just got way too many. And so what I'm going to probably do is do a rock pop, my favorite releases this year of 2023 of rock pop albums. And then I'm going to do a separate video on my jazz, because I've gotten quite a few jazz albums this year, and I just can't settle on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. I've got at least 10 that I think are just stellar jazz releases. So that's going to be coming out here in the next couple, 3 days, 4 days, whatever it might be with holidays, who knows, but it's going to be coming out right away. If you like what you see, please go ahead and subscribe. But most importantly to me, as indicated before, please leave your comments in the comment section below. Thank you for watching today. Have a great day.